Good morning, good morning. It's your girl. And today is Wisdom Wednesday. Look, stay tuned and I'm going to help you get through today and the rest of the week. You with me? Come on back now. Look, this is the middle of the week and I try to give you like something, some inspiration, motivation for the rest of the week. Most people call it hump day. I don't really like that name, not at all. So I tend to call it Wednesday Wisdom or Wisdom Wednesday, either or. So let's go with it. So most people think the luxuries in life are materialistic things that can be stolen, broken, you know what I mean? Replaceable. Yeah, none of those things. Your house, your car, those are not true luxuries. They're not. See, time is like one of the most valuable luxuries. Time. The time that someone gives you is time they'll never get back, and vice versa. The time you give someone is the time you'll never get back. However, right, you have to think of time as money, spend it wisely. But it is truly something that is priceless. Once spent, you can't get it back, is what I'm saying. Another thing is something that Steve Jobs found out. He was one of the richest men in the world, or at least in the US. He had all the money. Apple was his company. But when he got sick, when his health wasn't good, there's no amount of money in the world that could fix that. Because if he could, he would have. So your health is the new wealth. You should exercise daily. When I say exercise, I don't mean you have to go to the gym. Walking 30 minutes a day is exercising. And plus, it opens your mind. It's just a beautiful thing. Keeps down your weight, keeps down your anxiety, right? Changes your mood. If you were gloomy, now you might have a little kick up. And good health makes it so you can enjoy all these things you just bought. What good is having all of that stuff and you can't even enjoy it because your health is terrible? So, people, drink more water, stay moisturized, as I say. And yeah, get that sleep. You need to really get it sleep. So, another thing is sometimes we have to quiet our minds. Yeah, a quiet mind is very important. It's a luxury. A lot of people don't get quiet time. You have to, even if they say you can't have quiet time because you got all these things going on, you're a parent, you run a business, it's a lot. You have to find the time to quiet your mind. See, because our minds are like computers. Even a computer needs a rest, right? So does your mind. So that is very important. Another thing that is probably not talked about is something that we should probably do every day also is have slow mornings. Every morning you rushing to go to work somewhere, always taking the kids to school, doing this, doing that. So you're constantly on the run. If you know you have to be out the door by 7, that means you should awaken a lot earlier. You know what I mean? To give yourself that time, like 5:45 at the latest. I was gonna say 5, but a lot of y'all ain't gonna make it. But I'm saying, you understand what I'm saying, right? Just give yourself that time so you're not rushing around or feel rushed. Because when you feel rushed, it actually tires you out even faster, you know? And then it also brings up your stress. That's something that's a lot of wear and tear on you and your body, is what I'm saying. Another thing that's a luxury is the ability to travel. Man, my sister this past year, she went to like, I don't know, 6, 7 different countries, and then Puerto Rico maybe 3 times. It's like, oh, okay, ooh, and I think that's awesome. You should be able to see things, travel, see how other people live, experience different foods, different cultures. It is so important. Most of you guys haven't even got out of the city you lived in, let alone the state. Travel, even if it's just to the next state. Do something you've never done. Try to do that like every year, every couple of months, even if it's just close by. You never been there? Go. It's important. Travel is important. Another thing is taking a rest without feeling guilty. Sometimes you got to take breaks from social media, from your job, from whoever you with. You got to take some breaks because you need that time. You really do. You got to rest and not feel guilty. I didn't do this, or I was supposed to do this. No, take time for yourself because guess what? They will. They are going to. So you should definitely do that. Another luxury and very important is getting a good night's rest. Sometimes if something is bothering me, I toss and turn all night. So what I do is try to quiet myself. I'll drink like a peppermint tea or something, bring myself down in the mode where I'm just calm, cool, collective. And after a while of reading, I feel tired and I'll lay down. But I try to go to bed at a certain time because it's important that we get our rest and relaxation. It's super important, really. Another thing is, I think people don't understand is some days, like every day is not going to be, yeah, some days are going to be calm and boring. Believe it or not, those are some of my favorite days. That's the day I get to read a book. That's the day I get to look into different things, go fishing, any of those things, things you always wanted to do, you do. And it's more of a just a chill thing. Take it because our lives are so chaotic. If you got a calm or boring day, that means you were lucky today. That's all I'm saying. Another luxury is meaningful conversations. I can't tell you how many, like, I talk a lot. That's true. But when you talk to me, my conversation is definitely going to be meaningful. It's going to be interesting. We're going to talk about everything. Well, depending on who you are. You know what I mean? Because I run into some people and the conversation is short and it's so juvenile. You just look like, oh my God, you ain't got nothing else to talk about. You ain't got no ambitions, no kind of business ventures, no place you want to go see. Try some different food. You know what I'm saying? Go to art museums. Son, you ain't got nothing on the agenda. Come on now. I can't stand somebody that has trivial conversation. I mean, I'll entertain you for a second and then I'm out because I love to be mentally stimulated and meaningful conversations are, man, I hold on to those because it's far and few between. A lot of people ain't got shit to say. I'm just saying. Another luxury is home cooked meals. Most of you guys don't have time. You busy. You go and stop by somewhere and you bring something home. But when you actually get a chance to like cut the vegetables up and saute the meat or whatever you're cooking and take the time with it with your hands, it's kind of the dopest thing ever. And you can share it with, either your children or your partner. That's a whole nother connection thing. So yeah, home cooked meals are everything. I'm just saying. It's different when you put your own little. One of these last two are the most important of all life luxuries. One is people you love. My goodness. Like when I say I love everybody, as a human being, I love everybody, right? But there are some people, man, they know I ain't even got to tell them, they know. See, because I can show you better than I can tell you. Whether you're a family member, friend, somebody in my circle, somebody that's near and dear to me, man, or even someone who has educated me. It's a different type of love, is what I'm saying. So those people, man, I cherish. But last and but not least is people who love you. The people who love you is crazy. See, if today was my last day on earth, I could say I was truly loved. I could say that and be good. My mama loved me. My family, it's a lot of love. There's a couple that can't stand me, but it's okay. They still love me from afar, and I do the same. But for the most part, that love that I get from these people, my inner circle, they have been with me from the beginning. They've seen my highs and my lows. When I think that I'm not doing well, they come right in there and be like, what? I'm like, well, I didn't even think about it. Sometimes I forget the things I've done, but they are quick to remind me. So those people, I love them like they love me. But those are the luxuries in life. Remember, everything else can be stolen, broken. I'm just saying. So I still need you to get up. Yeah, you. Get up, get out, and remember the true luxuries in life.